Good morning to you. I'm going to speak on Samuel Beckett's play Waiting for Godot today. Samuel Beckett is a major playwright in the modern world literature. He was a novelist and he was also a playwright. Waiting for Godot is his classic. It's a modern classic. It is one of the most popular plays written in the modern period. As the title of the play itself suggests, it's all about waiting for a mysterious man, waiting for a mysterious person named Godot. From the beginning of the play till the end, we see two characters, namely Vladimir and Estragon, waiting for Godot. Waiting is something which is inevitable for every one of us. Life itself is waiting. Waiting begins when the mother conceives a baby in her womb. It has to wait in the womb for 9 months to take the birth. And when the baby takes the birth, then it has to wait for 2 years to have its teeth and again wait for 1 more year to be able to walk on its feet and so on. So a baby in fact waits to become a child, and the child also waits. Child wants to become an adult. An adult also waits. He wants to become a man of womb. So a man has got to wait. He has no other option. He can't just avoid it. What I'm trying to say is, after we are born, then we have to wait till we die. What does man ultimately wait for? He waits for the death to come. There are only two realities in life: one, birth, and second, death. What happens between birth and death is something we we worry about, which is not very important. Beckett's play Waiting for Godot is all about waiting. Waiting is not a modern problem. Yeah? Waiting has been a very big problem and challenge for man from the beginning, from time immemorial up to the present. Man has been facing this problem. As I said in the beginning, a man has no other option than waiting. So when I retire to bed, then I have to wait for the morning to come. And when I get up and I wait for doing this and doing that, I then when I get ready, I go to bus stop and wait for the bus. To the when I get into the bus, then I wait again. I wait. When I reach my office, then I wait for the afternoon to come so that I can have my lunch. Then evening to come. And when evening comes, I come back and I wait for the night to fall. Then I retire to sleep. Again, wait for the morning to come. Right. So again, as a child, I wait for the adulthood. Then I wait for you know. It has been waiting has been a companion, a lifelong companion with the man and woman. You wait to get married, and when you get married, you wait for the child to be born. And when the child is born, again you wait for the child to grow up, go to school and complete his education, again get settle down and get married and have his children. There is no end to this. There is no end to this. But there is difference between my waiting and Vladimir or Estragon. If you wait and if you have a purpose to wait, then this waiting will not be very boring because you have a purpose. It is not purposeless, it is not meaningless. Your waiting leads to something. You are at the bus stop and waiting for the bus to come because you are going to a destination. If you don't have the purpose at all, then it becomes quite monotonous and boring. You can't just tolerate this. And when the play begins, waiting for Godot, Vladimir and Estragon, they accidentally meet near a tree on a road and they begin to discuss. What do they discuss? They converse on various topics which are not interconnected. They don't have purpose. They don't have aim. And they both know that they are waiting for a mysterious man called named Godot. They are waiting for Godot to come. When will Godot come? They don't know. Whether Godot will arrive, they don't know. Then why should they be waiting? They should be waiting because they do not have anything to do. They will have to wait. Their destiny is to wait. So they wait. What do they do till they meet Godot? They don't have anything to speak on. They don't have anything to comment on. They don't have anything to really share and exchange. Then they struggle. One struggles with his shoes, boot, and the other struggles with his hat, cap, and they want to kill time. It's not spending time; it's killing time. They want to kill time. They want to pass time. And what they speak does not have any logic in it. Samuel Beckett, through these characters, through this situation, wants to tell his readers that we're all living in a society which is devoid of meaning. We are living in a society where nothing significant happens, and everybody living in this society is waiting for something and he does not know what he is waiting for. I'm like Vladimir or Estragon, and all of us are like Vladimirs and Estragons. We are just waiting. So Samuel Beckett is talking to us about 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 a world which lacks in logic, rationality, which lacks meaning. That's very important. I don't think that man really bothered about meaning in the past because he knew the meaning of what he spoke. He knew the meaning of what he wrote and he knew the meaning of what he did. Today, we have a lot of problems with meaning because we do not know what we are doing, we do not know what we are speaking, and we do not know what we are writing. We have lost meaning. We have lost all our connections with meaning. So everything appears to be very dubious. I don't think that we trust writing. When I read, I don't think I trust the writer. I don't trust because I have lost this trust. This is modern man's predicament. He has lost in he has lost his faith in trust. He has lost his faith in God. He has lost his faith in the system. He has lost his faith in morality, in religion, in ethics, in spiritualism, in God, in human relations. So, how to speak to a man who does not have faith at all? How to connect to a man who does not believe in anything? He doesn't have faith in himself, in his actions, in his words, in his writings. This is a horrible world that we are living in. So Lord Veer and Estragon, they are waiting, and they are tragic characters. It's not a comedy; it's tragedy. You cannot explain the tragedy of this play with the help of Aristotle. It's an altogether different play. You have to evolve a set of rules to assess, evaluate this play. Vladimir and Estragon are incapable of action. They are not men of action at all. They are unable to act. They are unable to act. They are unable to move, and they are also unable to think in any significant way. So they find it extremely difficult to pass time. And waiting has been quite monotonous and boring to them. So they often commit. They often think of committing suicide. They get this idea to commit suicide. So they don't have, as I said in the beginning, they do not have any purpose to wait. What happens in the play? Nothing happens in the play. Nobody comes, nobody goes, nothing happens. They just wait and they do not know what they are waiting for. And when Vladimir asks Strogon, what is it that we are going to ask Godot in case he arrives? So I do not know what to ask when he comes. Look at the hopelessness of this situation. They do not know what to ask for. They also do not know why they are waiting. And why should they be waiting for Godot? And who is Godot? Is Godot a man? Is Godot a god? Is Godot a supernatural element? What is Godot? They do not know. They think that all the problems that they face will automatically get resolved when they meet Godot, but they are not sure of it. They have doubt. They wonder if Godot can, Godot may not solve their problem. And at the end of the first act of the play, a boy comes and tells them that he has come from Godot and he has a message to deliver. And the boy does not know that he has come mainly to speak to these two young men on the one hand. On the other, these two people, Lorimer and Estragon, do not know that the boy has come only to them to deliver a message. And when they ask him whether he has come from Godot, he says, I have come from Godot, I have a message to deliver. What the message is? You will have to wait. There is a tree. It's a the tree has no flowers. It's a and they continue to wait. And what do they do in the second act? Again, nothing. They think of moving, but they cannot move. They think of going away, they cannot go. They think of committing suicide, they cannot commit suicide. Look at the tragedy of a man who even does not have the courage to commit suicide. You cannot die. I don't think that death will give or death will provide a sort of relief, a big relief to a man who is facing certain problems. One need not worry about the death. One need not chase death. One need not go after death. Death will come on its own accord. Even when you say no to death, and death will not listen to you. Why should one bother about death? Let it come. And when it comes, you should simply accept it. You don't have any other choice. Any other choice. So, um, so one has to wait for the death to come. For the death to come. And death comes, as I said in the beginning, death comes on its own accord. And at the end of the second act of the play, again the boy comes and he delivers the same message that he delivered at the end of the first act. They have to wait. And they say, let us move. They don't move. The play comes to an end, but waiting does not come to an end. At the end of the play, we can see some flowers on the tree. That's an indication. Yes, one can hope. It's not all dead. There is some life, and you can wait. Nothing happens in the play, and we can hope that something happens after the play comes to an end. Waiting is not absolutely meaningless. it will lead to something. Godot doesn't arrive, but Godot may arrive in future. So the play ends with a happy note. The play ends with a hope. The hope is waiting is not meaningless, but one has to wait. Something which has not happened today will happen tomorrow. As I said in the beginning, Waiting for Godot is a modern classic, and it's a wonderful play. Every time you read the play, you find some meaning in it. I'll come back again and talk about the other dimensions of this wonderful play, Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. Thank you.